Welcome to the MWG Podcast. This is episode number 9. This is Whispering Tears with Mossta and Westsidious, and today we are joined by RDog, the super snake from the Central Valley. This week we will cover some breaking news, and then some saddening news, and then some news about Tiny Battlefield, and then we'll hear from RDog about his experiences gaming, and we'll close it out this week with our top 3 movies. So, without further ado, let's get it started.
What up, boy? Hey, first of all, I just want to shout out to Nash for the one-take intro. That's what I like to hear, Nash. We have to let the public know real quick.
Yeah.
The pressure... Okay, audience, the pressure's not on any of you. It's always on Nash. This is an accomplishment, for sure. If we were in the same position, I guarantee you, same thing.
They don't know how many times I've screwed up the intro.
So anyway...
Two takes the best, man. We need the 2-take intro.
Oh man. So anyway, hey, so RDog, man, how you been, man? Hey, we haven't seen you in a while, man. I know with quarantine and everything, COVID, we kind of stuck in this difficult position. MWG or Fully Charged hasn't been a thing in a while. I haven't seen it. I miss all you guys. So how you been, man? What's cracking?
I'm pretty good, guys. Enjoying the quarantine life. I am actually glad. I feel like the quarantine kind of hit the right spot because I was ready to take a break from tourneys and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. We had the whole weekend plan when quarantine became like a really huge, real big issue. We had the whole weekend plan to go to like a lot of different tourneys all over NorCal because I think school was about to be out for spring break, I believe, and we had a player named Keo, the Wario, who he wanted to go out and like go visit all these tourneys. So then we're like, yeah, let's plan it. Be a little road trip. Troubles was gonna come with us too, but it kind of hit, and then I was like, thank God, just like secretly, I was like, I actually just wanted to stay home and like chill. But I do miss it, man. I'm missing out on my next player card. I was hoping to make the first place. Tired of getting third place is curse. But yeah, I've been pretty good. Just at home. I actually built a PC.
Nice.
Nice.
Wasn't hard. It's like putting a puzzle together, so it was a lot of fun. Double monitor, RGB keyboard. I'm all set, dude.
Facts.
Nice.
That's what I like to hear. Man, the streaming career, RDog, it's on the rise.
What's up, man?
On the rise.
Sir, yes,
Are you playing Melee on there?
I play Melee, but I have only won like 2 sets. I suck. It's hard.
Oh, it is a hard game. It's tough.
It does not translate well.
It's hard, and I play like Link and Young Link in that game. So,
okay.
By the time I throw a jab, Fox is already like shine spiking me.
Yeah, that's facts, dude. That's facts.
Yeah,
It's
a tough life, dude. It's a tough life.
It's a tough life, Trying to go back to an older game, just used to the mechanics of a newer game. Yeah, dude, it's flips your world upside down, man. That's I feel like that's a lot of games, man. That's very many. So we're in that same boat.
Yeah. Also, it does not translate back to Melee very well, and vice versa.
Oh yeah, definitely the movement. The movement's what really threw me off because instead of holding like when I move in Ultimate, I kind of just like hold buttons sometimes because of the frame delay. But in Melee, you constantly have to be moving your hands and stuff, so it feels a little weird. But I'm getting used to it here and there. But yeah, the movement's just really, really weird.
Yeah, it's just it's cool. Melee is ultra competitive, the same way Ultimate is, and it's just it's cool to broaden your horizons, to try other stuff. I'm always down. I'm always open to just anything competitive. So it's good you're trying it. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like the movement and the delay, I actually play better with delay. So Melee is terrible for me.
Yeah, same here. I used to play Project M a lot before Smash 4. And I don't know how I was so much better with I don't know, maybe it's because I played Smash 4, which had a bit of a delay, and then Ultimate had a lot, and I just kind of got used to that. And then, yeah, like you said, going back is really weird, but I don't know. I'm sad because it's like, man, I want to play PM again. I used to be pretty good at it.
Right.
I
But
miss PM too.
Yeah. Rest in peace, dude.
Rest in peace. Maybe we'll have a random setup one day. 2 p.m. Someone got that Wii, the cease and desist.
We gotta keep it really underground, like. brought that? We can't know.
Who brought that? That setup's not ours. Oh man. So
But
so
I
anyway,
do have everything to get Project M going.
Huh.
Oh.
But we have to edit that out. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I do have everything. I have Brawl and my Wii still. So.
uh-huh.
Wow,
You mean you
sounds
have
like-
you mean you got a friend? You got a friend, right, Moss? That's got that.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah. All right. Shout out to that friend, dude.
All right, so let's get
Good friend, man.
the news now. So I think we're going to start off with Ono's departure from Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't know, Ono has been was it director or, well, he's sort of like responsible for reviving Street Fighter 4. And then he took over for Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Street Fighter 5. And just recently, he's announced that he's resigning and stepping down from his position as, I think, director or supervisor for the Street Fighter series and is leaving Capcom.
Well, his official title was Street Fighter Series Executive Producer.
Oh, that's a nice title.
Right,
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a little more vague, just super general, he is a video game producer. So definitely knew his stuff, and because it's obvious from his tenure, because of his tenure there, that he was just passionate about Street Fighter. Shout out to Ono.
30 years, man, or 27 years, I think, but basically 30 if you round up.
It's a long time. Shout out to Sakurai too.
Yep.
Go Smash.
I think they probably. So I think Ono's probably been working on Street Fighter as long as Sakurai's been working on Smash.
Yeah, that's wild. You know what I mean? Shout out to those guys. Their dedication is.
Because he was working on Third Strike. Yeah, I think he worked on Third Strike as well. So it might be even a little longer than Sakurai with Smash. But
Hey man,
yeah,
my first competitive fighting game was Street Fighter 4, and that's Ono. So shout out to him, man. Hope him the best of luck wherever he goes.
Oh yeah, best of luck in your future endeavors. Street Fighter 4 is such an important game.
Mm-hmm.
I think, as far as like competitive fighting games are concerned, because yeah, 09 hit and Street Fighter 4 came out, it blew everything back up. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know how hype
FGC.
Evo was like prior to that. I don't remember it really being a thing until Street Fighter 4 became like really top. Like it was a thing because obviously there was like the Evo moment where Daigo paired on the Super and all that, but like Evo wasn't a thing like that. Right? Like it wasn't widespread, mentioned like that.
Right.
Like I remember Street Fighter, like the first Street Fighter 4 Evo.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it had like 10,000. It might have hit like 20,000 plus for like grand finals, and that's when like streaming was still in its like infancy. So it was a big deal.
Yeah, huge numbers, man. I think Street Fighter 4 definitely revitalized the FGC. Kind of similar to how the Melee documentary also revitalized Smash in a way, because people got
the doc is so good.
Yeah, the doc is amazing. I remember I when I first watched it, I always liked Smash. I thought it was great. I never thought about playing it competitively, but once I saw the doc, I was like, I had no idea, that there was so much passion and just in the scene, that there are players like this willing to do, pretty much whatever it takes just to get a game. You know what I mean? And that's what Street Fighter 4 was in the FGC. So,
but then you got 5, and things kind of took a different turn.
You know what? If you think about it, with 5, it's a lot of people's first fighting game, and it's because of Ono that game, and regardless of how you feel about it, whether you are bitter about it or whether you are positive about it, it's definitely influenced an entire new generation. So Ultimate's probably done the same thing, for a lot of these guys.
So what do you think about it, RDog?
It is sad because I've always been a big Street Fighter fan. I was never really good at it, but I love the characters, Ryu, Sakura, Dan. I love them like so much.
Iconic. Yeah,
they're iconic. They're like Akuma, like playing Street Fighter 2 and then finding out who Akuma was and all that. Like it's cool, right? Like I love it. And I played the original Street Fighter 4. I borrowed it from a friend and I played it for hours and hours, unlocking secret characters, listening to Indestructible. It was great. But when 5 came out,
Indestructible is so good.
Yeah, when 5 came out, it was just At first, when the betas were out, it was received super positively because
it was really fun during the beta.
Yeah, it was. From what I've heard, it was extremely fun. People loved it. It was really like there were so many different ways to chain combos and stuff, but um, when the game came out, they kind of stripped all of its kind of fighting personality, and I don't know. It seemed a lot more. It seemed more focused on balance than fun, and you could tell. And the game was rushed, and everyone could tell. Right, there's no like, there was no story mode, no arcade mode. You couldn't even fight CPUs. The only like single player stuff they had was like the 2 matches in
Oh, the launch. Oh man.
Yeah. It was like the story.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, I heard the launch was terrible.
Yeah, the launch was like had a lot of issues, and it took Capcom a lot of years to get people interested to play it that weren't pro players, because all the pros always liked it. But like for casuals like me, I didn't buy it until like Sakura came into the game.
Dude, it was like a budget game, but with a AAA budget title, or AAA budget like pricing. It came out as a full $60 game.
Yeah, like I mean I know.
Like
what's up? Right.
It was kind of released like half-assed, dude.
Yeah.
They rushed it for Evo, and it paid really hard for it too. I mean, it was fun to watch at Evo, but like, I don't know. I feel like Street Fighter 4 could have got another year. While they worked.
Got 2 years, in my opinion.
Probably, yeah. Probably. And
just thinking about Street Fighter 4 for Evo, so they had Ultra came out like what, a year before Street Fighter, like same as Street Fighter 5 got announced, right?
Yeah.
So they could have gotten the full year of Ultra, and then they probably could have done like the version to like meta for, you know, like the next year of Evo, and then Street Fighter 5 could have came out. Like they still had plenty of juice left in Street Fighter 4.
It's still good today.
Yeah, definitely. It's on Steam. You could buy it super cheap. It's just kind of crazy when you play 4 and you go to 5, you just notice a huge downgrade.
Yo, wait. The blow. I just don't say it out loud. Well, I say it off the camera, but that's facts though. I feel it. I know that feeling.
Like it's such a huge downgrade, and the characters in 5 look like clay. It's just really weird. It's such a weird looking, feeling type of game, but it's not for me. But I can see why people like it. Especially now. Yeah, especially now since with all this like updates and all this stuff they added, but it's not for me.
What's up, Nash?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Street Fighter 5 now is great as long as you don't go online. I love
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I love the double V triggers, all that.
I love the variety of characters is nice. You know, I've seen so many different characters in you know, multiple tournaments. I think it's great. So many character specialists. 2 V triggers is great for the game. While I'm not the biggest fan of V trigger in general, I think just having 2, at least there's options. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I think if Street Fighter 5 came out, you know, kind of like this in the beginning, or maybe even after a couple of months after, probably be more down to play.
Oh, but, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, this is, you know, and there's at least a single player now, which is, in my opinion, bare minimum, you know, for a casual experience. But you know what this says, guys, is like, it's, you know, what Street Fighter 5 has taught me is not only does, you know, every generation have its own game, but also it's completely cool to just go back in time real quick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's kind of just giving me a better appreciation, or the willingness to just go back. You know, I'm like, damn, I'm trying to play an old game. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
What do you guys think about the new characters
in Street Fighter 5?
Yep, Rose, Oro.
That's.
I only care about Rose.
Oh, that's news. See, that's news. I forgot. I want to play Rose because if Rose plays a similar Street Fighter 4 or like in one of the alpha game, I don't remember which alpha game, but if I could play lame, oh man. Yo, Justin Wong's already talking about that. He was saying, yo, Rose, I'll time you out every time. That's facts, dude. I'm Oro. or Oro's
Yeah, I'm
sick.
actually really interested to see Oro and Arika or Rikira.
Oh yeah, I wasn't at rival schools. I have no experience with rival schools, so I'm excited
Rival
about
School
that
is
too.
fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. Just see it.
Yo, that's the only game that our friend Jerome would body us in.
That was his one claim.
Yep, I don't know what it was about rival schools, but he was really good at that game.
The strat, you know what that means, right? The strat is just don't boot that game up. You can't lose if you don't boot the game. Oh man! So what else news we got on here? What's going on? Oh, Tiny Battlefield. Guys, thoughts?
Yeah,
Actually, go on.
Tiny Battlefield.
You try it, RDog?
Yeah, I did. It was super out of nowhere. I thought it was like a mod. Because I saw one of my friends streaming it, and he mods the Switch. So I'm like, oh, a new mod came out. That's crazy. And then he's like, oh no, this is official. Like I was in the chat, and I was like, what? And I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about it. So I updated my game, and there was an update. Like, oh wow, this is real. And I went on it, and then I was like, this is a really good snake stage. But it's also
yeah.
But then I'm like, wait a second, this is also a really good stage for like every other combo character. Holy, like the ceiling is so small. Like I could kill people up to like at 90% or 100, but like Mario down there would kill me like at 70. Like it's like really weird. But crazy. I mean, it's fun. I just wish we got. Can't be too greedy, but I just wish we got like more options on stage select. Like I feel like hazards should be like a toggle. Yeah, like a toggle.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my
gosh. Yeah, I don't. That should be a thing, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Smash will always have, because of the nature of Smash and because of how they, what they want to cater to the audience. We're always gonna have a select pool of stages we always pick from, but yeah, that's facts, Arda. I mean, if we could toggle some of the stage, you probably have more variety, man. Like
if we could stop toggle stage hazard, it's so much better.
The idea I had was because if you go on the stage select, it says like normal regular stages and then customs. There should be another option that says like custom stage list, where you just kind of pick and select what stages you want. Like, because at a certain point when the game is done, there's going to be too many stages. There's already over 100, so I feel like having to like nitpick which stages you want and put them like on a separate tab, like on a list for your favorites, would be a good idea. And so like in tournaments, you could just go to that section. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, but it's like its own section pretty much. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, and I think that would be a pretty good option. Yeah, that sounds pretty legit. Especially if you can like select if you want it to be a hazard list or non-hazard version of it.
And the game's all about customization, and I just feel like that would be a good option. I mean, if you're able to do that, the lifespan of the game would go up so much. Like, I feel like it's giving the players more customization options, especially on stages. I just feel like it's really, really good. I don't know. And the online too. Online got fixed a little bit, but it's like a placebo effect. I didn't feel anything. It feels the same to me.
Yeah, so there's no significant difference.
Yeah. From what I've heard, it was only in Elite Smash, but I don't play that mode, so I don't know.
Oh, so you're running sets out here. You're running sets out here. We'll play. Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, man. I go in arenas, and it's like only one other person with me in that arena, and that's it. I don't want to wait in line or anything.
Maybe I should do that, man. I might do that. Elite Smash is something else, dude. RDog, I told these guys a story, but this is just gonna be real quick. But man, Elite Smash, dude, I queued up against this Link. Why you have Luigi's Mansion in your rule set, dude? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this man had Luigi's Mansion with the building, dude. I'm DK. How would I even win that? Like, no comment on Elite Smash, dude.
It's all good, dude. I'll tell a quick story too.
Yeah, go ahead. There's
this player named Base Mage with this really good Jigglypuff. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him.
I have not.
But I played Elite Smash, and he showed up, and I was like, wow, I'm actually playing like a really good top player. It's crazy. It's gonna be fun. And then it was like hazardless New Dog City, and I was like, oh no, and I just ended up. It's like my first match of the day, so I just exit out the day and like played something else. Like, oh man, I don't want to play this anymore. It ruined my night.
Yeah, shout out to rule sets in the house, man, dude. Oh man.
Kind of Battlefield's cool. I liked how you could pick any song now.
That's good. That's
pretty cool.
That's important.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like one stage, and I don't know. It's okay. It's cool.
Everybody knows the Pokemon themes by now, right?
Yeah.
And shout outs to everyone's favorite stage.
People are gonna play like meme songs on it. People are gonna play like environmental noises and that sand song, man.
Oh, the Megalovania.
Yeah, I'm banning that. Never mind. I don't want to play that.
Nas, we're gonna come out with the new rule, dude.
Yeah, song bans are real.
Song bans. Yeah, you get song bans.
Thank God, dude. Oh my God.
Song bans.
All right. Well, that covers the news for the week. We're gonna take a quick break and then get right into the interview. This week, we want to use the break to say thanks to all of our listeners. It's been 9 episodes over about 3 months, and we've had a blast recording them. We hope you've had just as much fun listening. Please let us know which episodes were your favorite, what moments were your favorite, any suggestions, any topics you think we should cover, any feedback at all. We'd love to hear from you. You can always leave it on the YouTube comments, on Facebook, on Discord, or on Twitter. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please contact me at MWG Tears on Twitter, or you can contact me on Discord, and we can line up your episode. Thanks again for listening, and we'll get right back to the show. And welcome back, RDog. Let's get started with finding out the origin of your gamer tag. Where did you come up with that name?
I told the story a lot, but I had 2 tags. Well, I guess I'll tell the RDog one first. Yeah. So Najee knows, he's laughing. So RDog, the full name is Ralph Dog. So
okay.
My ex in high school.
Okay.
I used to be really shy. I used to be really quiet, and she was like, "Hey, what's her name?" And I was like, like mumbling because I was super shy.
Okay.
She was super hot, and then she thought my name was Ralph. And then one day I had like a hoodie on, and she thought I was a rapper or something. Doesn't make any sense. It's really stupid. So she's like, "Oh yeah, Ralph Dog," and I was like, "Okay." And then everyone at school kept calling me that, so they just shortened it to RDog, and that's just been my tag.
That's godlike. That's a godlike origin.
The best origin story we've had so far.
And then I used to rap too at high school because I'm like, I gotta put the thing to use, right? So we had these projects, and every time I had to do a project, I always asked, "Can I just turn it into a rap song?" And they're like, "Sure, yeah, why not?" And I did. Every project I did was like a rap song.
That's sick. That is a great origin. How much fun was that? Cool, man. What the heck? That's hilarious. I like that.
And my first tag was, hope I could say this. If not, you could just go ahead and take it off.
Yeah,
so
we'll bleep it.
So my first tag was
esports
69420.
That's why. Okay, now things are making sense.
So that's been my tag since like 2011, since I had my PS3.
Okay.
So the name origins with that name, I'll make it quick. We were playing Brawl at the time with my cousins, and you could only put like a certain amount of letters, and we put the E word, and we kept like upping it up, like so we put big E, like little E, and then like I just was like, screw it, esports, and then I just thought it was so funny. So when I got my PS3, I just that was just my tag, and then no, it was taken. So I'm like, damn. Well, what do I do now? I was like, oh, well, let me just add this. I just like looked at the numbers. I was like, what's the funniest numbers? And then I just came up like that, man. This is how it happened.
Man, and what's up? My bad. Go ahead.
When I went to my first spacebar tournament, we used to sign up our name on like challenge or whatever it was called, and I remember one of the guys, he was like, you can't put your name as that. I was like, why? It's like, because if you start competing and you ever end up on stream, they'll bleep out your name pretty much. I was like, oh really? And then I just changed my name to like Doc, RDog. So I used to play Dr. Mario too.
Okay.
And then I stopped playing Dr. Mario. So I'm like, this tag's really stupid. How about I just go back to RDog? Everyone already knows me by that. So that's how it happened. So I went from
esports
to Doc RDog to RDog.
Okay, that's quite the origin. I think it's funny. You know, I mean, the thing about that name is like, just names like that have existed since the dawn of time. You know, just playing Halo 3, Modern Warfare, any multiplayer game. Right? And you always got to add the numbers. You always got to add the X's, always.
Oh, XX underscore Killa underscore XX. Yeah, dude.
Yep, that classic names.
I was talking with some guy on a Fantasy Star, and he was all like, "That sounds like a name from that era." I was like, "Yeah, I just kept it."
Yep.
No one has, like, every time I sign up for something new and I use that name, it's never taken. So
that's because you're the king.
He's the king. He's the king. That's funny. I like that. Oh man. So yeah, that's what I like to hear, man. That's a really interesting origin story. So aside from that, Arda, why don't you tell us about yourself, man? Because usually what we do is we just have our, I guess, introduce themselves, and then they just, just you can say anything. Formative games. So like, just how you grew up. You know what I mean? Yeah, any genres that you like. We're just what led to you becoming the person you are today.
Well, my name is Raul R. I'm from Stockton, California. Don't dox me, please. I'm a huge fighting game fanatic. I love fighting games. I'm not good at all of them, but I support and love them all. And I'm just like a simple guy. I don't know. There's not really much to me. I'm not crazy or loony or whatever. I just like video games. I like to work. That's all there is to me.
Same.
And I like rock music. A lot of people would think it's weird that cause I don't know why they look at me and they don't think that I will listen to that, but I love like death metal music.
Yes.
You're a rapper.
Yes. I'm both.
He's both.
There you go.
So for games that had a huge influence on me, when I was younger, my parents didn't really have like that much money, and they never really saw the point of buying me an expensive console. They were like, "Why would I buy you a GameCube when the N64 is so much cheaper and the games are cheaper?" And I'm like, "But I want to play Sunshine." So my mom was like, I was always a generation behind. So like when the GameCube was out, I had the N64. When the Wii was out, I had a GameCube. So I was always like a generation behind. So like growing up, I had an N64. Me and my cousins played a lot of like Pokemon Stadium. We played Mario Kart 64. Classic. We never played Smash. But we Paper Mario 2. That's one of my that's my favorite. One of my favorite video games.
Let's go.
But trying to think. I played a lot of the games with my family. That's pretty much what I grew up on. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 1. Classics. I played those a lot.
Classic.
What was your Marvel 2 team?
My Marvel 2 team, it's really bad, but it was Mega Man, I think Jill, and Venom, because he was cool. I thought he looked cool when I was a kid. We used to play on the OG Xbox, and I remember I used to go in like the character, because I remember you had to unlock characters, and just play hours and hours at my cousin's house, just trying to unlock all of the characters. And then I was like, I'm gonna make sure my team has beam supers because they do the most hits. I was really young, right?
That's logic.
So I was really young, and then I remember we used to make up fake rumors like, the two Wolverines are completely different when they had like no differences at all. I don't remember, but yeah, just there's a lot. Like I played a lot of video games, but I think the main ones were really Mario Kart. Any of them? Well, it was mostly Double Dash. We played. At a certain point, we ended up getting a GameCube, and we played a lot of Melee for hours and hours and hours.
Right.
Sunshine 64, Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay.
South Park, the N64 one. Terrible. It was terrible, but I loved it at the time. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Facts. Yo, that game was OD. Yeah.
It's actually good. I thought people were just making
it around. It's really good.
They just remastered it, man.
That's how you know.
Ratchet and Clank, Burnout 3 Takedown. That's one of my favorite games.
Yep.
There's a lot. I would honestly, this podcast would be like 4 hours. Like I'm talking. It's a lot of games.
Yeah, you have quite the resume, man. But but honestly, that's pretty much all we need to know, man. That's a lot of those games are classic.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude.
And so what made you get into fighting games or competitive Smash fighting games? And because it's when you play fighting games or when you're interested in a 1v1 game, you got to be, in my opinion, a certain kind of person. You know what I mean? Like something gets you into it because it's hard to lose for anyone, really. But in fighting game, when you lose in a fighting game or just in Smash, whatever you want to call it, platform fight or whatever, right? 1v1 game, it's your fault. You know what I mean? And a lot of people will play a fighting game and it'll kind of just drop it. They're like, I'd rather play League of Legends or I'd probably play Counter-Strike or a team game. You know what I mean? So yeah, what got you into that, into this world?
It was a Street Fighter 2 cabinet. I think I was at, I don't remember, probably like Boomers a long time ago. Because at my school, if we had perfect attendance, we would go to Boomers at the end of the year.
Oh, nice.
And I try to remember, I think they had a Street Fighter 2 cabinet. I think it was like Turbo or something. It was really old at the time. But I remember just me and one of my friends just playing on hours and hours. And I would do the craziest combo, jump heavy kick to down heavy.
Oh, that is the classic. That's the best combo of all time. Yo.
So they also had like the directional inputs on the cabinet, like on the side, and I was just like follow it, and then I did like a Hadouken. I was like, this is crazy. This is insane.
Yo.
So
that's insane.
I was super young at the time, so I was probably like in the second grade when I first started playing Street Fighter. Like I couldn't like really see the cabinet because I was so short. But I loved it, man. Like, and I just loved it. And then when you win, you saw your opponent like beat up and bleeding and bruised up. Yeah. And then Ryu was just like, you suck. I just thought it was. Yeah, they just like talk a lot of smack to each other. I thought it was great.
Go home and be a family man.
Yeah. Yep. And when my school when there was like a mini market, like I would walk to my aunt's house and like on the way there was like a liquor store, and they had 2 arcades. They had a Metal Slug one and a Marvel vs. Capcom one.
Dude, Metal Slug is so ridiculous.
It was Metal Slug 5 too. It was great. So I remember back then stuff used to be a lot cheaper. Like a can of soda was like 50 cents. I always had like $1, and it was only a quarter to play. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play Marvel vs. Capcom. And then I just got hooked on it, man. The graphics on the game were like so great. I love the way it looked. At the time, I didn't really know how to play. I was still really young, so I would see like Mega Man throw like when you press heavy with him, he would shoot like his like the arm cannon. So I was like, wow, that's a Hadouken. That's crazy. So I like fell in love playing that character, and then I played Spider-Man because he looked cool, looked weird. The way he stand was always really weird to me. So I just started playing fighting games at a really young age, and then I just kind of got into it more and more. I visited more places with more arcades. There's like this flea market in Stockton that has a bunch of arcades. Me and my family would go there in the weekend, and I'll just play that for hours and hours. This one a-hole played me in Marvel 2. He saw my team. It was terrible, man. Like it was like Serve Ball, Roll, and like Mega Man. It was like terrible. This guy had like Magneto, Sentinel, and like
oh my god,
yeah, and like Storm. He was just beating my ass, and I was like, dude,
there's no mercy out here. He really he saw your team. He really picked MSP. Class.
And I was like, bro, what the hell?
I'm saying, dude.
And then I just have like every time I went somewhere, there's always like an arcade. When I went to go visit Mexico, our KOF is huge over there. Like it's huge.
Oh yeah.
And I walked into this arcade place they had, and there was just like a bunch of like grown up Mexican guys that looked like my dad playing KOF, slamming on the cabinet.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And I was like, man, what's going on? And then I look over and they're playing KOF, and then I saw like a Marvel 2 cabinet by itself. That's all I played. I thought it was safe, and then the guy came. Like pretty much the same thing happened. This guy came with the top tier crew, and
oh no,
my ass. I was like, bro,
tragic.
When you're young, the older guys will always let you know, like
real quick, like all right, okay.
Like let me show you how to play.
Yo, I'm doing it wrong. Every time I play Smash, like even these days, or definitely these days, you go to like a random party and they don't really play Smash like that, but I do, right? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just pick random. I always do that. I don't ever pick DK. I don't ever pick Mega Man. I don't pick anyone that I play. I always pick random. You know what I mean?
Funny story, man. I went to a New Year's party, and they had Smash. And I had my controller in my car with me, so
of course
I showed up, right? And this guy was like, "Man, nobody in here can beat me." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Should I?" I was like, "Hey, you want to do a money match?" He's like, "What's that?" He was like, "What's that?"
That's the best way to do it.
He was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Well, I explained to him what it was." He's like, "Yeah, I'm down." I've been beating people all day. Like,
he said yes. Oh yeah, my gosh, dude.
So I was like, "All right, let me go get my controller," and I won. And then he got like really mad and like left.
Wait, which Smash Bros?
It was Ultimate. It was this January.
You play Snake against him?
Yeah, of course.
Wait, RDog, hold on. All right, okay, RDog, wait, you gotta let us know, dude. Did you play Snake? You played your main. Did he get to play?
No.
Classic.
He was just upset and like got up and left. He gave me like $10, and he like left.
Dude, that's all. So I just it was funny to me. Well, I mean, that's gonna be funny no matter what. It's just because when you're playing Smash, but you don't really play it at a competitive level, and you kind of just like saying you're kind of the hot stuff, right? What's funnier is not only is he playing RDog, who plays competitive Smash, but he's playing Snake, and someone who plays casual against and doesn't know what to do in that matchup. That can't be fun. I don't feel like you get to play. I didn't even get to play when I played against Snake. So.
Yeah, he picked like Peach's Castle for like Smash 64. It's like, what the hell is this? I thought because I didn't get to see the stage. I just saw the character select screen. So
you just went straight there, huh?
Yeah, I was like, what is this? And then I like won, and then I actually stickied the platform on the sides and like threw him over there and exploded him, and he was like, just got up and left.
So you styled on him. It's always that one guy at the party, man.
No, I think I talked about this in the podcast before, but I always say, right? I mean, I have a real reason why I got into fighting games, but I always meme that the real reason you get into fighting games is not to actually be the best, but it's always to show up at a random party, and there's always that one guy there that's like, yo, I'm nice at this game. And every time and then when you're there and you actually play the game, you're like, hey, you trying to play? They're like, yeah, dude. And then during the match, they're like, how you jump? Or how you how do you do smash attack? I'm like, oh no.
That happens all the time, man. Like, that happens all the time. I remember in Melee, when I was younger, I was younger. This guy was like, man, my Game & Watch is pretty crazy. I was like, hey, how about we play? And then I air dodged, and he's like, how do you do that? I was like, what?
Always every time, dude. It's so funny. Like, that's a great story. I'm so glad you had that story. I think I had a couple times where it's happened to me, but I can't remember. And nothing is that important as that. That's funny. He money matched you. Wow.
The thing that's crazy is that it wasn't like I actually went to that party to go see a girl, but it was just crazy because I didn't even like expect Smash to be there, right? It wasn't in the conversation or anything. So when I showed up, it was super surprising. So I just thought it made it even funnier. I'm like, wow. And I got my setup too. That's crazy.
I gotta start bringing my controller. I always think about this too. I was like, man, I should carry my stick in
the controller in the car.
Yeah, you always gotta have one in the car.
I'm gonna have my controller. I'm gonna have my stick in the car too. I'm gonna have it all just on deck. Yeah.
Bring a TV with you too. Be ready.
You guys got something to ask about RDog, or just like his past, or what's up?
Yeah. So we're talking about Smash, and you're like one of the top players at Fully Charged, and you play Snake. So we're just kind of wondering, like, why is Snake your main? How do you start playing Snake? How'd you like finalize that as like your main?
Oh, so this goes back to games I played when I was younger. So when I eventually got around Brawl, I think it was like in the 7th or 8th grade. When I got around Brawl, I unlocked other characters. I was actually like a Lucas main. And then I saw Snake, and I remember one of my friends was like, "Oh, that's like a kid's game." I'm like, "No, it's not. It has the guy from Call of Duty." I don't know why he said that, but
That's tight. I like that.
I try to get his attention, right? Because I'm like, this game is great, dude.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like a stars align type of moment because my uncle started living with us, and he had a PS3, and he had Metal Gear Solid 4 on there. Okay. And I was like, wait a second, that's the same character, that's Snake. So I started playing it, and at first I didn't like it because it was like it's a movie. The game is a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. So and it's
a good movie though.
It is a good movie. So I eventually got around to playing it, and I was like, wait a second, this character is like really cool. So I really like Snake as a character. I liked Metal Gear Solid 4 a lot, and then as the years went on, I got a copy of Twin Snakes, both discs. I played that, and then I kind of went back and played the old games. So I like Metal Gear a lot. I'm a huge fan.
Nice.
So I've been a fan for years now. But I love the game. Anyone like when people ask me this, I tell them, and they're like, "Wow, I don't know what a Metal Gear is." I'm like, "What? Come on, dude. It's great." So that's just how I played Snake. Like I played on PM a lot. And then when Smash 4 came around, when the ballot was going on, I voted for Snake. I actually went on like different computers at school, and like I need Snake in this game ASAP. So like I voted for Snake. I was really desperate. I was like, I want my character back. I played Pac-Man, and he sucked. So I'm like, I need my character back, dude. I didn't play
dedication.
Yeah, I didn't play Smash 4 competitively. Only because I was in school, but yeah, I just wanted my favorite character back. So when it turns out it was Bayonetta, I was like, whatever.
Okay.
I mean, like I knew who she was, but I was just like, yeah, that's not what I wanted, but hey, whatever. And then she killed the game, so it's all good. And then when Ultimate came out and Snake was revealed, I was like, that's my mating. I don't care.
I'm back. He's like, I'm back.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care if he's bad. I don't care if he's like the worst character in the game. I'm gonna make him work. He ended up being really good, so I'm like, okay, that's just a blessing. But yeah, that's just it. I just played Metal Gear when I was younger, and I love it. I love Snake. And yeah, I got super upset. I don't know. Were you guys watching Tekken Evo last year?
I was watching Tekken.
Did you see the Snake fake out?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Never forget. That was some troll. I cannot believe they would do. Man, you can't play it with the gamer. You can't play with the gamers' hearts like that, man.
So for you know, if you guys don't know, during one of the sets in the top 10 Tekken at Evo last year, it got interrupted by the Snake, the Snake call.
The codec?
Yeah, the codec. And it was Harada and Snake just said that wasn't good as Tekken. And everyone freaked out. Everyone freaked out. Everyone jumped out of the seats. Because it was like a surprise, right? Like it was like in the middle of a game. So that's why it was like, oh my God, like Snakes and Tekken. And NBA Youngboy, Gabe, I don't know if you guys know him.
Yeah.
He texted me. He's all like, he just said like, holy shit. And I was like, what's going on? What's up? And then he's all like, I was spamming him. I was like, what's going on? And then he was all like, Snakes and Tekken, and I like my heart dropped. Like, no way. So I go on Twitter, right, and I saw the clip, and I'm like, oh my God! Like I started jumping out of my chair. I was like so happy. It was like, all right, I'm dropping Smash for playing Tekken now.
Let's go.
And then like a few hours go by, and then like they posted an apology. I guess Evo did it like as a joke or something.
Oh.
Really played with my heartstrings. That was really sad. Like I told Gabe and a few other friends, like if Snake was in Tekken, I would drop Smash instantly and play Snake in that game.
Oh man, we could have had RDog at crossover on the regular.
Yeah, man, like instantly. But I mean, it didn't happen, and it's sad because that character is really like would fit really well in Tekken.
I think so.
I'm trying to picture how he would fit in Tekken.
He's got interesting normals. I mean, in Smash, he's got some normals that could,
He has so many CQC moves between all of his games.
So it'd just be all CQC?
That's all I can see. I mean, it'd be funny if they're projectiles in Tekken, but that's illegal. It
turns into a grappler?
No.
There's so much you could do with that character. You can make him a setup character, CQC, have him fight with his box. In Metal Gear 5, he's able to like slide in his box and like fight with it and stuff. It's pretty funny.
Oh my God, if that was a low. Oh my God.
Yeah,
no.
like
no.
just I don't know, that character has a lot of potential in Tekken. So when I thought, like, for those first 20 minutes where I thought he was in Tekken, I was like, this makes so much sense. This is perfect. I can't wait. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. But then I was like, damn, that sucks.
Tragic, man.
Yeah,
well, hopefully that kind of thing doesn't happen again, because they played with a lot of people that day. It feels bad.
Yeah.
So Metal Gear fan. You know what this means, right? I can't wait to ask Suspect why he mains Snake. Maybe he has the same reason.
maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Naj, you have something to say?
Yeah, I just had a question on like the gameplay side. Like, I'm more of a rushdown kind of player, and Snake is pretty keep away. And so, like, I just want to see how you approach the game from the other perspective. Like, how do you deal with somebody trying to get in your face real quick? And I'm just trying to learn the matchup a bit.
Well,
that's a good question.
It just kind of depends who I'm playing. Like, it kind of depends who and what character I'm playing. Like, there's some characters where Snake has to keep away and camp and do his usual shenanigans, but if Snake's able to kind of bully because of his normals and like be in people's faces, then I'll do that. It's really just character matchup. Like,
okay,
that's just how I see it. Like, for a perfect example, like the Earthbounds, Ness and Lucas.
okay,
I can't camp because they can recover from a grenade, up smash, forward smash, down B, side B. So they take away all my good options, right? So I have to kind of outrange them with my normals and bait, and it's like a lot of baiting and messing around with how I'm gonna approach and what I'm gonna do next. I don't know, like that matchup compared to like fighting, I guess, against like Donkey Kong. I guess it's a lot different. Like, I feel like a lot of characters kind of have the same, idea of how they're gonna fight a certain match. For Snake, there's some characters who like rush him down too hard and you can't really like do anything. I mean, he does have frame one grenades to get out of combos, but a lot of the times, man, like especially now, people are really know the matchup pretty well. When the game first started, a lot of people didn't know what to do, but now it's been like 2 years and people already figured it out. So they know how, if Snake grenades, they know, how to juggle next and how to make him want to take out a grenade and not attack and then grab when he lands. Like, people know the matchup a lot more.
How to deal with the ledge trap.
Yeah. People just know a lot more. Because before, I would just up smash on ledge and then people would just get hit. It was kind of funny. But now I'm
getting hit.
Yeah, but now it's just like, okay, well, now I got to put a grenade here, C4 here, cover this spot, cover the jump. Before, it was a lot simpler, but it just kind of depends on the character and person. I can't really give an answer. Snake's a weird character, right? He's like
that's still a good answer. Like,
that's a great answer. Yeah, I mean, basically, there's a lot that you need to know, a lot of experience, and it just depends. You know what I mean? You got to adapt.
Yeah.
You show that you use all Snake's tools.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. But I didn't even play the RDog. I played Yokai so far, and I've played Suspect, and I've gotten bodied by both. So
you got to play RDog, then.
I do. I got to earn it.
Fix that bracket. Don't worry.
Okay. I got to earn it. Oh man. Let's see, Moss. You had a question for your boy?
Just ask one, but yeah, I can ask another one. That's a good one. So, like, which matchups do you think are the easier matchups for Snake and the harder ones, or the ones that you have trouble with, I should say?
The easier for me, probably like the heavies. I feel like the heavies are pretty easy.
Of course.
Probably just because it's so easy. They're so big, it's so easy just to hit them with grenades and
Yep.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. And they're not as their movement isn't as good, so it's a lot easier to trap them. The harder matches for me are people who take away Snake's tools. Like the big ones for me are the Earthbounds and Game & Watch. They're really they have the same gimmick, dude. The down B nullifies half of my moveset. And and it helps them out rather than helping me out. So it's really hard because I have to play super patiently and pretty much just like react in time and outbox them. But all of those characters have like has like a lot of moves that outbox me. Like Lucas has pretty good normals and a lot of good disjoints. Ness has PK Fire, which is pretty annoying, but he could like juggle me pretty damn well. He's pretty quick. Well, he's not quick, but his aerials, he could do like 5 of them in one short hop. It's crazy. It's
that's fair.
Yeah, it's and then Game & Watch is. I mean, he's light, so it's kind of easy to kill him, but his normals and aerials are just really annoying, and they actually keep Snake out pretty well too.
Right. What about his like up B, the instant get out of jail free card?
Well, for me, what I started doing a lot and practicing was sticking people with C4. So a lot of Game & Watchers would shield, and then as soon as we hit their shields, they would like press up B and panic. Because it's safe, right? It's safe and it puts them in an advantage.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, it's annoying. So what I started doing is just sticking them. So whenever they'll hold shield, I'll just sticky and run away, and then they'll up B. But the thing is, it's kind of hard to know when they're gonna down B, so I can't explode it right away. A lot of times, I'll just play with it. So I'll be like, all right, go ahead and sticky the C4 back on me. I'll eventually get it back to you. There's points where I don't even C4 it, and then I just kind of wait and see what happens. If it's gonna blow me up or them, probably not the smartest idea, but I don't know. I like to put them in fear, right? I don't like to show that I'm scared. So if I have the C4s on me and the Tyrant's taken down, screw it. I'm still gonna keep doing my same game plan. So I just kind of like to show no fear, and that's something I have been working on a lot. It's just shield pressure and different setups and stuff. It's been working out pretty well for me, though. I've been doing a lot better against the top players in SenCal. I used to get destroyed by well, we can say that for later.
Yeah. That's what we were about to ask you.
Yeah. We can get into that now.
Yeah, sure.
The notable players, right? Give you trouble?
Yeah, so well, the first person who really like whipped my ass and I was like, damn, I suck, was Troubles. And I had a lot of trouble in that matchup. Because I don't really play that many good Nesses. The ones online are usually pretty bad. So to have good Ness practice was really hard for me. And he constantly like 3-stocked me, 2-stocked me. And that was when we first started playing it. And it's been like that for forever. But
the movement.
Yeah, but lately I've been getting better. I would take a stock away. I'd take 2 stocks. And at one point, I don't remember which space were, but I almost beat him. And I was like, well, maybe the gap isn't too far anymore. Maybe it's a lot closer than it used to be. I just felt like, you know, I'm getting better at it. Like I'm slowly learning, baby steps. And we played offline not so long ago, and I think I took a game. Yeah, I took a game. I took a set, and it felt pretty good because I'm like, I'm not one to pop off, but I was like, wow, I remember when I couldn't even take a stock off you, and now I'm taking sets off you. That's crazy. So he gave me a lot of trouble, but it was more of just kind of learning the matchup and how the character works. Everyone always talks about Infamous. He, I like to call myself the Glass Joe. 99 wins on him and 1 win on me. But hey, that one win means a lot to me because, like I said, before the gap used to be so far ahead, but now it's like it's not so far anymore. We play offline a lot. We practice a lot. So it's more of a I don't want to say it's more of a Captain Falcon problem, but it's more of a he knows how I play, I know how he plays kind of type of issue. We just play each other a lot, so we know our little tricks. But yeah, he gave me a lot of trouble, but we practice a lot. That's the thing. I used to have a lot of problems with these guys, but the more we practice, the more better I got at it. I used to lose to Wabi a lot. hate Samus so goddamn much, but
shout out to Samus, please.
God damn it, man. Oh, Samus. Yeah, that character. I never thought that character was bad. I always thought that character was good. I don't know why people assume that character is bad. That character was really good, especially now. Yeah. I'll just name it a quick list. Wabi, Weapon.
Weapon.
Yeah. Macro for a bit. I couldn't beat him for like 3 months, and then I eventually got the hang of it, and I was like, okay, I could do this. Kyo. But I feel like Kyo gives me problems because Wario as a character kind of makes my heart race too hard. Like I can't play.
Dude.
I don't know what to do. Do I play patient and have him build a walk, or do I go in and have him, combo me to death? Like
man, dude.
It's hard. It's hard.
The PTSD is hitting me. The Kyo, dude. Oh man.
It's hard, dude. Like he's really good. He's really young too. But Tep from Stockton. I know there's another one in NorCal, but the Luigi in Stockton. That's the first Luigi that I played, and I was like, man, he doesn't need a grab to beat my ass. He actually just
I will out neutral you.
Do the right. Yeah. He's he was really good. He barely shows up, but whenever he does, my heart drops. But he's really good. Trying to think. There's a lot of other players from NorCal, but I don't really want to talk about that. I just talk about SunCal, but yeah, I think those are pretty much it. I usually get pretty high up when I go to tourneys. I get like second or third. Usually the same person beats me, so it's infamous. Yeah, kind of annoying, but I'm always right there, man.
I know. You can smell. You can feel it. You smell it, dude. Like it's right there in grasp. Yeah.
Especially when I won that one set off him on my birthday too. It was crazy. It was my birthday.
Yo, let's go.
I was like, I could do this. The gap isn't too far. I just gotta camp him out. I don't know. Right. I gotta think of a different game plan. He knows me too well. Maybe I gotta play so stupid he doesn't know what I'm gonna do next.
Hey, sometimes you gotta dumb it down. It works. That's facts. It does work.
I think my favorite Low Tree God quote is he says like, "This guy's playing so stupid, I'm playing stupid." So gotta do that.
You know what I mean? If I don't know, how are you gonna know what I'm gonna do if I don't know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
I mean? Yeah. But those guys give me trouble. But we all practice. We're all don't live too far from each other, so we practice a lot. So yeah. One more.
What's up?
The secret boss, Zekin. That Kirby is something else. Everybody always talks about Zekin, so I'm tired of talking about Zekin. He's good, okay? He beats my ass, and he makes me feel really embarrassed because it's Kirby.
Zekin's OD, dude. I've been knowing. I saw one match. I was like, yo, Zekin's actually ridiculous.
I know he's good. It upsets me because it's like, why is he so good with Kirby? It annoys me.
It's Kirby.
Classic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Zekin fanboy, so like.
Yeah, everybody loves Zekin, dude. He's the nicest guy.
He's sick.
He's really good. There you go.
Yeah,
that up B.
Good.
That up B.
That up B on ledge, man. No joke. Oh, and that downer to death. He's evolving the meta slowly, dude. Like, I mean, everyone talks about Zekin, but I mean, he's really damn good.
Hey, like Kirby, man.
There's like nothing. I don't know how else to put it, but it's pretty damn good.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I had no idea Kirby was OD. I guess certain players or character specialists will do that to you.
Yeah, he's a lab monster, dude. He's like in the lab. It's like I found this new combo that would work on this certain character. It's like, dude, you don't have to do all that. I feel so bad. I feel so bad when we play because I don't know. I feel like he's better than me, but my character is just so much better. I just kind of get to abuse it, and then he just kind of loses.
Hey, that's how it is, man.
That's just how it is. That's the life he chose. But hey.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a testament to his work ethic, though. I mean, he doesn't lose outside of you guys.
Yeah. So, yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So shout out to that guy, for sure. Moss?
Well, we're talking about other players. When we had Weapon on here, he said that you were like his rival, basically like his greatest rival. Do you feel the same way?
Son of a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude.
He had to say it real quick. It had to happen.
I heard he spammed me for like a day straight. I had like 10 notifications from him. It was like, please listen to the podcast, skip to this timestamp, and I was like, bro, leave me alone. And then at a certain point, I was like, I'm gonna listen to it. I didn't know it was MWG. He didn't tell me, so I was like, fine, I'll listen to it. And then he talked about me. He made me seem like a villain. He made me seem like a villain, dude. The way he talked about me, I'm like, I'm not like that. I'm super nice. This guy's making me look like an anime villain. Anyways, the first time I played Weapon, God, I love Weapon, but in the game, dude, it gives me a headache. So I went to this house tournament, and I was really positive I was gonna win. I was doing really good that day, but Weapon came over. I didn't know who he was, but we met in the winners bracket, and then he whipped my ass. But I wasn't playing Snake. I was playing Pac-Man. So.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Wait. That's not the best.
No guns.
So he beat me in winners. We met again in losers. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go with Snake. I'm not gonna play around with this guy. This guy is gatekeeping me from winning. So I went Snake, and he still beat me. I was like, oh my god, dude. I was like, are you serious? I lost his. I thought he was a random. I was like, I lost his random. Come on. and then I went up to him. I was like, hey, me and you are gonna practice whether you like it or not. We're gonna practice for hours. We were practicing for like a good 2 hours. So he's like, oh, I gotta go. I was like, nope. I'm gonna sit down and practice till I win. And we were practicing like that. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I can't lose to another Samus. I had a losing streak against Wabi at the time. So I'm like, I'm not going to keep losing to Samus. So I went to another tournament. I don't remember what it was, but Weapon was there. And I was like, all right. I've been grinding out this matchup. I'm not going to lose this. And I won. And ever since then, I've been winning. We have had a lot of close games, but I've always been winning in our sets. I don't think I've lost after that first house tourney I met him at. But recently, we had like a offline session at Squinty's house, and he made me feel like how I did the first time we played, and then I got really upset. And I was like, "We're gonna play until I win," and I never won. I took a few games, but I didn't win, and I'm like, man. I was like, no, we're gonna keep playing. We're gonna keep playing till I win. And then he got up. He's like, nope, I'm tired. Go play someone else. I was like,
get a hold of that.
I was like, Weapon, play me, dude. Oh, I was getting so upset. And then I think like the night prior, we were playing online, and he was beating me online, but it's online, right? So I take the L on that. We're playing online. And I jokingly said, I didn't mean it as, he made me sound like such a bad person, but I was like, you could beat me online, but I swear when we play in person, I'm going to win, dude. Like, oh my God. Like these online tactics aren't going to work on me offline. And then it did. He beat me. And then I'm like, oh no, dude. And then I played Wabi and I beat him, but it didn't feel the same. I'm like, man. And then he left. I was so upset. I was sitting there.
No.
I was holding the L. I was like, oh man.
You had to real quick. You had to hold it, dude.
So yeah, we're very back and forth, but I've been winning these like every since that first time we played. But he's a good friend. He's a good person. We play a lot, so hey, those matches weren't tournaments, so they don't count.
That's facts. That is facts. You gotta put it on paper. You know what I mean? It's gotta be in the, what do you call it? You gotta see it on Smash GG.
Man.
Yeah, man. When we go back to tournaments, and if he beats me, then I'll give him. I'll dab him up. I'll be like, all right, you beat me. But
okay.
If I start winning again, that's on him, man.
That's on you.
Yeah, I was just trying to practice. I don't know.
Oh. Well, I mean, it sounds like Weapon gets a power up when he's in like a home environment. You know,
a lot of people are like that too. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of players that are like that. I feel like they get nervous or a little too angsty, or they mess up a lot when they're in front of people. Even if it's not like a huge crowd, they still kind of like get nervous. I can really see it. Especially after playing these people so much offline, like during the tournament and casually.
Right.
So
yeah, it's just people tend to, and not just video games in general, dude. You put anyone in a high pressure situation, something's on the line. They're definitely doing something different, and it might not even be the biggest difference, but that could mean that's the difference between a win and a loss.
Yeah,
I got a perfect example for that. Like when you're trying to start a podcast and you got to get the opening right.
Oh, yo,
huge pressure.
In the beginning, before that, when the camera's not rolling or when we're not recording, you're like, all right, I'm actually ridiculous. I'm gonna nail the intro, and then when we start recording, everything just jumbles up in your mind. You just fumble the ball, dude. You're like, dude.
Oh, but RDog, I really like that kind of rivalry you guys have. It's almost like a movie, like, the back and forth. And we're going to see the sequel maybe when tournaments come back.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Yeah, but speaking of movies, we're going to go into our top 3 movies now. So,
nice transition.
Anybody want to start?
Actually, wait. Yeah, RDog's right. I was going to say that. Yo, that transition was kind of OD. You wrote that down, Nash?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I had to write that one down. Otherwise, you see like the oops.
Yeah, that transition was godlike, dude. Okay. I wasn't ready, dude. I got hit. All right, let's do it.
All right. So, did anybody want to start, or should
I'll go last? I have to think about it.
All right.
Yeah, I can go. I don't care. It's fine.
All right.
Like, I was trying to figure out movies because, I was like, dang, I don't watch that many movies that often. Like, me and my friends will talk about movies, and I'm like, dude, I haven't seen that yet. And it took me till The Force Awakens came out to finally watch Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I don't watch movies like that. So yeah, let's see. 3 movies. Not like my favorite movies, but the movies I really like, and I'd go back and watch repeatedly. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, dude, freaking great.
Everyone loves game references.
Yeah. It's a fun story too, and I like that it's like pretty, gaming related. White Chicks.
Oh, classic.
White Chicks is so random.
Yeah, it's classic
It's
though.
hilarious though.
No, I mean, like, I don't know. I never heard that name on like a favorite movies list.
Yeah,
that's nice. It's funny. Like, wow, that's so unexpected.
Yeah, like it's not like top movies. It's just movies I really like. It's like, I don't know. I think it'd be heavily influenced by Marvel if it was like favorite movies.
White Chicks is
super, at this point.
White Chicks is super hilarious. That movie's actually pretty funny.
And then I'm gonna go with Into the Spider-Verse. That movie was dope.
Oh yeah,
that's nice.
Classic. That movie is dope, dude. The animation is gorgeous. Like, and
dude, it looks so good.
It really does. Like I remember when I went to go watch that film in the theater. I'm not even the most creative guy. Being anything having to do with being creative, anything having to do with artsy, anything, right? It's not my forte. I'm definitely not gonna have a career in that anytime soon. But when I saw that film, I was like, man, I'm a casual. I'm like, dude, this film's gorgeous. Like,
it looks so nice.
Yeah, and I don't know nothing about that.
And it's got a really good freaking soundtrack too.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking shout outs to that movie.
Oh, and random movie, Osmosis Jones.
Oh yeah, yo, Osmosis Jones is OD. Osmosis classic, dude. The original Cells at Work, dude. That's the what do you call it? Oh man, dude, that movie's great.
I watched the movie a lot. There in my high school was weird. My high school was like a medical school.
Okay.
And I remember they were like, yeah, we're gonna watch this medical documentary. They put on Osmosis Jones. I thought it was pretty funny.
Medical documentary, Osmosis Jones, classic. That's facts. That's real.
That's cool, man.
Oh man, that's funny. Is that your list, Nos? That's a pretty list. Pretty good. Great films all around.
All right. I'm ready if you guys need some more time.
I'm also ready. Naj, you want me to take this one? Or you want to go?
Oh, I'll go.
Oh, let's hear it.
All right. So, top 3 movies, no particular order. No particular order. Number 1, right? Vanilla Sky.
Oh, I have not seen that movie. Who is it? Who's in that? Who's in that?
Tom Cruise. Like, unlike Moss, right?
Yo, I know. Yeah, it's a sci-fi film, right?
Yeah. It's like a sci-fi psychological thriller. I'm not a big movie person, but it's like one of the few movies where I'll watch it more than once.
Uh-huh.
And I just love the art, the story, like the background.
Uh-huh.
Because, I mean, part of the movie is the Vanilla Sky in the background. That's where they get the title from it. But
Okay.
there was that one. And then...
Hey, Naj, real quick. Do you know if that's on any streaming service? On any streaming sites?
It might be on Netflix. I have the DVD. Yeah, you can go to Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, right?
Or check Crunchyroll, dude.
All the videos about the shit, man.
I gotta watch that film. That's 2001.
Yeah,
dude. I gotta watch that.
And then from there, like another 2000 era movie, The Matrix. I always love number 1.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I don't hear that on yours. As much as you tweet about that, I was gonna kick you off the phone.
The Matrix has got like, dude.
Matrix is the best, man.
Matrix is sick.
Like, I hear you tweet about that all the time. And if it wasn't on your list, I'd also be upset.
I never watched it. I've heard good things about it, but I never sat down and watched it. I did watch the opening. It was like on the news, like the opening weekend for it, and there was like this guy dressed up as like one of the characters, and it was, I forgot what he exactly did, but this is really funny. I sound really awful right now, but hey, that's all I know about The Matrix is that short little clip. And the blue and red pill too. There you go. Oh
yeah, it's a pretty old film. That movie when you watch that movie for the first time, like really watch it, it'll blow your mind and it'll make you rethink a lot of things. It's also great. It's a great conversation starter at work. I've talked about this already too. I remember I straight up asked this dude at work, all right, the red pill, the blue pill. And he's like, and we're at lunch. We're at lunch, right? We had 30 minutes. He's like, only have 30 minutes, dude. And I was like, yeah, I know. Give me the answers real quick. Classic film. Classic.
If you catch any of them, catch the first one.
Yes, just the second.
They're on Netflix, right?
Yeah, they're all on Netflix.
Yeah, the second and third one is good to me. I enjoy them. I don't care what anyone says, but the first one is definitely it. That's the one that everyone should. That's just worth watching, in my opinion.
Yeah, I only seen the second one.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah,
I don't know.
You're out of here.
I don't know, man.
Oh, you're out of here.
You gotta see number 1.
My dad wanted to go watch it in theaters, so we went to go watch it, but I'd never seen the first one. And I was lost as hell watching the second one.
That's because you gotta watch the first one, and then it just gets more convoluted after that. But the first one pretty much just sets the tone.
That's like Kingdom Hearts. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. That's funny.
Exactly.
Kingdom Hearts, got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think like my last film, any of the Studio Ghibli films, but I think Porco Rosso is my favorite out of those.
You know what? What's it called again, Nash?
Porco Rosso, or
I'm sleeping, dude. I still to this day I've not. I think have I even seen a Ghibli film? I'm awful.
What?
I'm terrible. It's a great.
I haven't.
Oh, actually, I haven't.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not really. I don't think it's bad or anything. I just didn't. I've never taken the time.
I don't watch anime movies. I mean, I do, but like.
Right.
It's not like I'm going out of my way to watch anime movies.
I've seen Akira. That's it. That's all I've seen.
The movie's badass, dude.
It is. You're right, RDog. It is. It's got like.
But all the Studio Ghibli movies are on HBO Max. So.
Oh really? Okay.
Check those out. Yep.
I need to plug on that account. I need to plug on the account.
Save.
It's not mine.
Wait, hold on. I want to air this out. I need to put this on the podcast. I'm just gonna say this, Naj. If everyone decides to not be friends with me, I respect that. I'm just gonna say, I started Spirited Away a couple years ago, and I just X'd out the window. I just stopped watching it midway through. I didn't even finish it, dude. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I just don't know. One Summer's Day is a great song. I still listen to it all the time. It's a wonderful track. But when I watch a movie, dude, I was falling asleep, dude. I'm sorry. I can't. My bad, boys. My bad, everyone.
Right, check out Porco Rosso. That one has like the action. It's got pirates. What could go wrong?
There's a couple on here that I want to see. I definitely want to watch Grave of the Fireflies, Totoro, and then Mononoke. So I forgot who recommended that to me, but
everybody recommends that movie.
Yeah, I gotta take my time to watch that. So that's my bad, boys.
So Wes, what are your top 3 favorites then?
I have so many. I love film. I've been watching movies since I was a kid, but I'll give you guys 3. All right, I'll give you honorable mentions. So honorable mentions first. I just want to shout out to the MCU. The MCU is so ambitious. Like there's so many, all the Marvel films. Just the way it's all tied together. It's like 21 films. I think it's beautiful.
I think so.
I think it's beautiful. The continuity, the just how well put together it is. It's so cohesive, and it's just like it was an adventure from the first movie, which is Iron Man, right? And then all the way to Endgame, and I had a blast the whole way through. I loved it. So shout out to those films. The Disney films too. Always the Disney films are too good. Yeah, I can't. I just hope that it continues to be it's always gonna be quality over quantity. So those are my honorable mentions. That's a whole nother podcast. If I went into that, that's not it. But I'll give you guys 3 movies. So the first one is The Prestige. That's a Christopher Nolan film. I love Christopher Nolan. Every film that he puts out is fire. Actually, if you don't know who that is, please watch some of the stuff. Yeah, Batman. Yeah, the Batman trilogy. He's responsible for that. It's OD. It's ridiculous. But The Prestige is one of the best ones I've ever seen. I can't even say it because you would need to watch it. All I gotta say is it's 2 magicians that hate each other, and they just spend the whole movie trying to one up each other, and it's crazy. Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Batman's a magician in that. That's what that movie is. That's one of the best movies I've ever seen. You should watch it. And when you're done, you're gonna be like, "What did I just watch?" Right. So that's one.
On Hulu?
It might be. It was on Netflix at one point, but not anymore. I'll put another one. Rush Hour 2. Rush Hour 2 might be the best. Might be the greatest comedy of all time. Don't at me. It might be. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if everyone's here has seen Rush Hour 2, but Rush Hour 2 is too good. Chris Tucker is too good.
Hour 1, dude.
Oh, Rush Hour 1. Jackie Chan. Shout out to those guys. Those are too good. And one last one is Fast and Furious 1. I love Fast and Furious 1. There's like 12 of them now, or whatever it is, 200 of them. But the first one will always be the best one to me. People don't know about the first one. The first one's too good. And you know what's crazy is I like street racing. I think it's cool. Yeah, I like that it was about cars, but that's actually not even my argument for why I like that movie so much. It's because it's so quotable. Every single line in that movie is so dumb. It's so silly, and I love it. I know the whole movie by heart. It's great. Shout out to that movie. Shout out to Vin Diesel. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. And that's my 3 films.
Nice.
RDog, you gotta. It doesn't have to be top 3, dude. You just give us 3 movies.
I'll give you. It's kind of hard because I love film. Like you said, man, you've been watching it for when you were young. I've been watching it when I was young too.
Okay,
I watched a lot. Okay, I'll give you my top 50 real quick.
Okay. We laugh, but I'll sit here and listen because I actually like film a lot too. But yeah, just give us some stuff. Let's hear it.
Top 3.
Part 2.
Top 5 then.
Top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
That's
top 5 makes it a little easier. All right, my favorite movie of all time still is a Goofy movie, the original from Disney.
Oh, classic
soundtrack.
Yo,
I love that movie. I watched it when I was a kid. I watched it when I was in high school, and then I watched it not too long ago. And I was like, man, it's still pretty damn good. Holy.
I gotta watch that again soon.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't like the sequel with the X Games. It's really weird. I don't know. I like the first like 20, 15 minutes of it where you see Max and his like crew all grown up and go to college. But once they get to college and it's about like skating, it's like I'm not really into that. But that first like 20 minutes or so is pretty good, man. It makes me really feel for my parents. I'm like, oh, that's probably how they felt when I was in college.
Right.
It's sad. But that's like my top film. Other 2. Oh god, I'm trying to think of movies I rewatched a lot. Oh, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Doc Ock.
Yep, that's one I watched a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love all 3 of them, but I think the second one still the best one. Probably still the best.
Really, all 3 of them?
Yeah, I like all 3 of them.
I didn't think you were gonna bring it up, Moss. I'm not saying that. I don't even think it's that bad. A lot of people don't like the third one, but I haven't seen it enough times to have a real opinion. But I was gonna say shout out to Peter Parker dancing. That was OD. I'm not
saying in the third Spider-Man movie is supposed to come out soon, and it kind of had me a little worried because Spider-Man does not have a good track record right now for the trilogy.
I love all three of them. I like the third one a lot. I don't know why people hate it so much. Like, I guess it is a lot different, and it does kind of squeeze in a lot of stuff into it, but I don't know. I still think it's good. I think
it was the Venom. Honestly, I think Venom just kind of threw people off.
Yeah, definitely.
People were really anticipating Venom. They were super excited for him, and they're like, oh, this isn't Venom.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes of screen time.
Topher Grace, Eric Foreman as Venom. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
70 shows Venom. Come on, dude. Honestly, I don't know. I personally have no issue with the film. It might be the most inferior one out of the three, but I just like Spider-Man, so I have no real issue with the third one.
Definitely the inferior one, but what makes me sad about that movie is that we could have had a Spider-Man 4. That sounded really interesting. But Sony was like, we don't want to deal with that anymore.
Yeah, so instead we just rebooted twice.
Yep. I would have wasted more money on the reboot than making another Spider-Man movie.
Right.
But yeah, Spider-Man 2 I love. I remember when I was younger and I was watching, I was like, man, how's he gonna get out of this? He can't use his webs anymore. He has like a headache. He has so much stuff going on. Like, now his best friend wants to kill him. I was like, man, this movie's crazy. It never skips a beat. Something's always happening. And I like it a lot because Spider-Man really isn't in the movie. It's all about Peter Parker, and I think he's more interesting than Spider-Man. And I just kind of like the whole him trying to balance all these different things happening all at once. It's really interesting to me.
That is interesting. I agree.
It's more about the character than the the costume. So I that's what I like about it a lot. So my third one, I really love horror movies.
Oh no, I can't. You know what? Before you say anything, here's the thing. I love the plot synopsis. I love a horror movie plot is so interesting to me. I love it. I'm always captivated by it. In fact, I have a bunch of Wikipedia tabs open all the time of a bunch of horror movies. But here's the thing, RDog, I don't actually watch them because I hate horror films. I can't do it, dude. Like, I can't. You know what it is? It's the jump scares. I don't get scared, but I get mad. I am not happy. When I get startled, I'm like, I'm out. Get me out. I can't.
The best horror films don't have jump scares, man.
Oh yeah, you said the best horror don't have it. I agree. Yeah, that's facts.
So, I have two I'm really kind of deciding on, but I'm gonna go with the better movie. I think The Shining is really great. It's probably one of my favorite movies. It's really long, but it just keeps me like glued to the TV. Like I can't look away. Like, I love it so much. There's a lot of symbolism, a lot of like deeper meanings. Like on the surface level, there's I don't know. I feel like if you look into the movie more, it's a lot more interesting. There's actually a documentary about the theories people have on that movie, which is really funny. But that movie's really good. I really love it. Another movie I grew up on. It sounds stupid, but I just love it. It's called The Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh my god! Yeah, I know about that.
I've never heard of that.
I knew about that.
The title is ridiculous, but it's an 80s movie that's really... I think it's still on Netflix. It's really stupid, but I love it. It's... I don't know if it's purposely trying to be bad or that it's just bad, but it feels really weird because if you watch it, you notice like the actors kind of phone it in a little, but it's like, are they doing it on purpose or is it genuinely like this? Like, I can't tell. I just think it's great. It's really unique, actually. Like the way the clowns kill people, they like put them in cotton candy and they like
it's wacky,
yeah. Like their popcorn is like an alien being and it pops out from like the garbage when they throw popcorn away or something. It's really weird, but I love it. I honestly love it. And the theme song kicks ass. Like, if you ever look at the theme song, it's really cool. I love it.
Oh, I got to look up the theme song. That needs to happen.
But there's a lot. I'm into a lot of different types of movies, but I guess those three are my favorite.
Okay.
Oh, I grew up on the Street Fighter Alpha movie.
I have not seen. Have you said Moss? Naj, you guys seen that?
I've seen clips.
Have not, but I have seen the better Street Fighter movie, which is the Street Fighter live action movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Wait, what?
the live action movie.
Oh
Street
no,
Fighter movie that came out in '94.
that one's
Was
so.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That movie is so ridiculous. I love it.
It's the best Street Fighter movie, man.
I grew up on Alpha 2. I remember watching it randomly, and I was like, a Street Fighter movie? What the heck? And I watched it. It's like this weird anime. But I loved it, man. That's when I fell in love with soccer, and I was like, man, this is pretty cool. It's pretty tight. I could go, like I said, I could go on for hours. So I need to shut myself up because I'll keep talking. But
hey, there's always a part 2, right?
you can have a 3-hour discussion on movies. I don't mind.
Naj, did you know that RDog was a movie buff before you made this the closing segment?
No, I did not. So
That's crazy.
I'm glad we found out.
It worked out well.
It just works out. I'm now amused because I like movies. I like films too. So I'm just like, how did Naj know he had the reads?
Oh, wait a second. Oh, before we close out, my favorite movie. Okay.
The real favorite movie.
Yeah. I just remembered. I looked on my computer screen for 1 second. I looked back. And I'm like, okay, South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Oh man, that movie's wild. Is what it is.
That movie is fantastic. It's still great. Still makes me laugh. And the music in that movie is really good. It's still really catchy. There we go. That's my real favorite movie.
That is a 1999.
Yeah.
That's a classic, dude. Holy crap.
Just to think they were going to end South Park with that, and then it got a huge boost in rating. Like, everyone loved the movie, so they're like, oh, we're just going to keep doing it. So I'm glad.
I got to watch that again. Holy shoot, dude.
The movie is really good.
Well, I've never seen that one. My parents were like, no, you're too young. It's South Park. You know, that was right during the hype.
That's real. Yeah,
I got to catch that.
You know what my parents told me? They were like, you can't watch Family Guy, but every time I watch South Park, they never had an issue with it.
I had a friend it was similar for her too. Her parents wouldn't let her watch The Simpsons, but were fun in South Park. I was like,
wait,
what?
Maybe it's because the animation was so bad.
Maybe.
That's my theory, because Family Guy. I mean, animation's terrible now, but back then it was pretty decent. And when something happens, like someone's bleeding or breaks a bone, it looks like
cartoonish, super cartoony,
realistic kind. I don't know, but in South Park, it's just like paper cutouts. So maybe that's why my family never really got bothered by it. But
the logic is so weird, because I'll just, what do you call it? When my siblings are watching something, right? I'm 26 now, so but I definitely care about what they're watching. I really will sit down and just I don't look at it like, oh, that's cool, that's not cool. I really just look at pay attention to what's happening, and I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I guess animation is that important.
I guess. I mean, I watched the Boondocks too, but
oh yeah,
that show's tight.
That show is great. I think they're bringing it back this year too.
They
were supposed to, but I don't know what's going on since.
Oh yeah. Damn.
I never seen the Boondocks, fellas.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Hulu.
It's on HBO Max. It's on HBO Max only.
It's on HBO Max.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I've never seen. I mean, I know what it's about. I think it's funny. All the clips I've seen are hilarious. I did not grow up watching it. That's it.
If you ever want to wear a diaper because you're gonna piss yourself with laughter, go ahead and watch the Boondocks, dude.
I'll keep that in mind, dude. There's so many classics I haven't seen. I've seen so much. I've seen so many things in my life, but that's not one of them.
Yeah, you miss so much. Like, you watch so much, you also miss a lot. So I get it.
That's true.
I never seen Harry Potter, The Matrix, Star Wars. My bad.
Oh, that's wild.
I never seen Lord of the Rings.
I haven't seen it yet.
But I've seen The Cat in the Hat and Scared Movie 1 and 2. So hey, that makes up for it.
And that's
Hat sounds good.
Wait, Cat in the Hat sucks. Wait, hold on. You talking about the live action with Mike Myers?
That's the best one.
We're gonna end the podcast with this. That movie sucks, dude. What are you talking about?
Look, as if you're looking at it, if you're viewing it as a book, like if you're viewing it as an adaptation of the book, it's terrible. But as his own movie, I gotta be honest with you,
it's fire.
Pretty funny.
I can't. That's an adult film. Facts, dude.
Hey, so is the 2002 Scooby-Doo live action movie, but that movie's also funny, so I can't.
Okay, actually, I like the Scooby-Doo movie. I don't know. I just can't. The Cat in the Hat. Oh my god! Thanks
He
for
said-
reminding me.
He says, my favorite line is when they're like, Cat, you scared him because they're trying to catch a dog. He's like, Cat, you scared the dog. And he's like, he's holding a hoe. Like,
my.
gardening tool.
You dirty hoe. Yeah.
He's like,
mad.
He's like, you dirty hoe. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. And he's like,
so angry.
He tries to kiss it. It's so. I just think it's because of how absurd it is. It cracks me up, dude. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
So funny. I can't. That cracks me up, dude. There's also a Scooby-Doo joke that I'm making sure I'm talking to him. But that Scooby-Doo quote that makes me laugh. It's I guess Scoob's like, I don't really remember what's going on, but I think he's like trying to talk or trying to tell the gang something. And then Fred's like, "What's going on, Scoob? Did someone spice your bone?" And I'm like, "What the hell? Did they say that? Did they just?"
I didn't even notice that. I thought you were gonna say the Mary Jane favorite name line.
That's a good one too. There's just like that movie has a lot of weird adult jokes. It's so funny though. Like that spice the bone. It's because as a kid, I was like, what does that mean? Like hot sauce? But then like when I got older, I was like, oh.
I didn't know about that. Oh,
I know exactly what they mean now.
I can't unhear it now. I'm done. I can't. Naj, want to take us out?
And with that, episode 9 has come to a close. We started out on a solemn note with Ono's departure from Capcom. Then we got to learn a lot about RDog. We already knew he was one of the best snakes in SinCal, but we also found out he's a huge movie buff. I look forward to hearing his top 50 list the next time he's on. If you want to hear more from RDog, make sure you follow him on Twitter and check out his Twitch. All the info is below. We also found out Cat in the Hat might just be one of the most controversial movies out there. So let us know. Was it terrible? Was it great? Share your opinion in the comments. And make sure you tune in next week for episode 10, the big 1-0. Episode 10 marks the end of our season. There will be a couple of important announcements, so make sure you tune in next week. This has been Whispering Tears, Westsidious, Mossta, and RDog, and thank you for listening to the MWG Podcast.